This time on Kustom Works, absolute win, zero fail. We have finished the tonneau truck and here it is in all of its glory. Okay then, so the MOT. Last week we said we were taking the car for an MOT and we took it for an MOT and it failed. But not that bad. So what did the car fail on? The car failed on the fact that, one, I'd not put a front number plate on it. You know, the law needs to come round to my way of thinking. No one needs a front number plate. Cars look better without them. And two, those headlights were not legal. They look super cool, but they were not legal. But the weird thing with the headlights, it's not the fact that they were painted black. It was the fact that they were LED and there's no, you know, like beam pattern from them. The fact they were black seemed to be no problem at all. So if you did want that look and you can get a big enough bulb, a powerful enough halogen bulb in a normal headlight, I think you could paint your headlights black anyway. But the MOT test stop, no problem with the black, just with the beam pattern. So I rectified those two bits. I fitted some other headlights which are really cool, old like Lucas style ones, and also I moved the indicators because remember on the LED indicator they were like in an angel eye around the side. On this I moved them to there, and they're them cool ones that go like what they're called, like tracing indicators. And now we have an MOT, and also I fitted a front number plate. Ugh. But anyway, yes, now we've got an MOT, so it is all good. It's been, what, 3 months of work to get this done, from a taxi to the finished car, and I'm pretty pleased, you know. Looks a real deal. So, loads of cool bits. What's it for side repeaters? We fitted these really cool black side repeaters. They like trace across. We've got the black stripe down the side of the bonnet where the grille bit should be. The wheels came out. You know, I'm super happy with the wheels. You know, from that wheel trim not fitting to what I ended up actually doing, you know, really good. At the moment, got to admit, hasn't got its chrome nut covers on, because it's still going to go in for a full service just to make sure mechanically everything is good. So once that's done, then we'll put them chrome nut covers on. Moving around to the front of the car, we got this cool sort of vent instead of those two D grills that we had last time. A little bit of a custom touch. Just makes it, I know, just sort of makes it a little bit more modern at the front. Of course, like I said, we've had to put these normal headlights in and those black indicators, but I still think it looks pretty cool. You know, the black headlights were good, but if it ain't legal, you shouldn't be driving it. The grille came out particularly good as well. We had to cast every bar of that grille singular, and I think, you know, really looks good. Moving around the car, obviously on this side, just like the other side, you're going to be surprised by this, but there's another front wheel. And you know what? I'm as happy with that wheel as I'm happy with the other one. And also we've got the LED tracing indicators there. And this is something that in building, you know, I've built a lot of sort of modified and hot rod cars. I always go with those little round peak mirrors, you know, because they look so cool. But if you've got them on your car, or you know anyone who has got them, you'll realise they are useless. They look like a mirror, but they don't work. So this time, we've got Mark II transit mirrors. And I know they're a bit big and plasticky, but I thought they sort of fit the style of this car, probably even better than the 50s style peak mirrors. And it's great to drive. You know, I've driven it here with the back window. I've got my rear view mirror. I can see everything. Drives like a normal car. Yeah, some visor don't get in your way. It is just like a normal car to drive. So that's a really good bit. Super pleased with the way the flush door handles came out. They work great every time. Did have some trouble and had to change the barrel, but even with this, and don't forget the whole top of this door is made of fiberglass. Even with this, from the back I could still access the lock barrel and everything, get it all to bits. Bought a new one off eBay, dropped it in now, it's got 2 spare keys and everything works right. And I haven't got the keys at the minute, you're just going to have to trust me, all the central locking works. Okay, moving around to the back of the car, everything came out nice, you know, the tonneau bed, that works nice on the remote. Okay then, so yeah, tonneau cover comes up nice. Inside, everything's good. We laid down this sort of padded bedding so things don't rattle around when they're in the back. Okay, and at the back of the car, we blacked out the back lights. These are just sort of truck trailer LEDs we blacked out. Made this oval surround. The exhaust looks like super cool. And even though this is literally like 1 into 4, you know, exhaust smoke comes out of all of them. Added these extra lights down here, these just extra rear side lights, fog light, all the bits you need for an actual MOT. So then, inside the car, this has not had its final clean before it's delivered, because obviously it's not, because I'm still in it. But once we've cleaned this leather seat up, put some sort of leather moisturiser on there, this should all look good. But it is super, super comfortable. The Rolls Royce seat really is. It's like a seat you just wouldn't get in a modern car today. It's just got that old school sort of leather and horsehair sort of sprung seat about it. Really is super comfortable. And the armrest's nice as well, you know. It's automatic, so you only got to use one hand. Power steering on these taxis as well is excellent. This steers so well. Turning circles amazing. Just drives nice, you know, it's all here. And of course, the dashboard, which is hideous in a taxi, we made this cover for. And the middle of this cover opens. And then inside there, it's not very pretty, but you've got all of your buttons, all your heater controls, cigarette lighter for if you need sat nav, everything's in there, and that all works well. I've dressed up the interior. I've put these chrome handles on, grab handle on the dash, another chrome handle there on the passenger door. They're literally just kitchen cupboard handles from B&Q. I got like a job lot. I had to move the electric window switches down to here, and then the auto shift is here. This car's even got a radio. Everything has come out really good, and I'm really pleased. And it's just being in here is a nice place to be. And of course, we've got this cool banjo steering wheel, which is leather bound. And I just dropped the bullet in the middle to give it that sort of custom touch. But yeah, it's a nice place to be. Okay then, let's take it for a drive. is, this is just such a nice car. If this was my daily driver, you know, I'd be more than happy. The chassis, the taxi chassis, you know, works as such a great base for this kind of project, and it really does gives you, you know, nearly everything of a modern car. You know, the nice suspension and also the power steering. It really is. It's yeah, it just works out really nice with this kind of conversion. Okay then, so that is another project complete. The tonneau truck is done and dusted. Here in the workshop though, things carry on, and you're probably going to think, what is coming up next? Well, I've taken a wall out of the workshop, and also it's looking quite tidy for how it usually is. This is looking pretty good at the moment, really tidy and good. And now, what is this? This is an old Land Rover. What we're going to be doing is making a huge drawer that fits in here, and it goes all the way in there, about 1 metre in, and it comes out, and then a lid opens up, and then it's got a sink, and it's got two them hob things, burners, whatever they're called, heating up beans. It's got all that on. Then at the flick of a switch, it will go back in. This is all going to be all made in stainless steel, a lot of metal fabrication, a little bit of electronics, and a little bit of, like, you know, like really big drawer runners and stuff. But anyway, that is coming up. Maybe just for 1 week, it might last for 2 weeks, I don't know. But it's going to be great, and it's going to be a really cool thing. And if you think this has got nothing to, this isn't a hot rod or a custom, just think. Electrical actuators, things that slide, things that move, make every car cooler. And remote control stuff is always great. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be right here. That Land Rover though is just a mini project. Coming up next, coming in for full restoration, we've got an A40 pickup truck. We're going to build the whole back of that. And then we're finally going to get back on, and we're going to finish the meat wagon. The absolute ultimate taxi-based, like, crazy machine we've ever built. We'll be back on the meat wagon, and we'll be finishing it. After those projects, I know of 2 other projects that are definitely coming up in the pipeline, and they are awesome. All I'm going to say about one of them is 60s Roth style. And one more thing. This car here is called Cosmotron. Now, I built it a few years ago. First bubble dome in the UK, you know, super cool Ed Roth style car. Well, now Superfly Autos have brought out this colouring book. It's really cool. It's got loads of really cool cars in it, and you can colour them all in. And in there it's Cosmotron. Actually made it into the pages of a colouring book. I am absolutely just so happy about this, and you know, I want to say a big thanks to all the guys at Superfly Autos. And you can support Superfly Autos by buying your very own copy off of Amazon. I think it's less than a tenner, so really worth having. And on that note, it's the end of the episode, but we'll be back next week with loads more cool stuff, loads of cool fabrication and electronics and stuff. Don't forget, click that subscribe button, click the bell icon so that you'll get regular updates when there's new episodes, and also give us a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Until next time, thank you very much and good night.